Hello, beautiful, radiant souls. Welcome to the Third Eye Awakening podcast. My name is Amy Belair, and I'm so thankful that you're here with me. I'm really excited to launch this podcast. My purpose for this podcast, my inspiration, is to create conversations around spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul, psychic awakening, and all manner of ascension topics. When I was first going through my spiritual awakening, I remember feeling like such a misfit. That's probably the best word for it. I don't think I felt like I was full-blown crazy. Like, I kind of knew that I wasn't. I really did believe in the legitimacy of what I was experiencing, but I didn't know who to talk to about it. Luckily, I had a couple of friends who were similarly going through spiritual awakenings around the same time, but none of us had our shit together at that point in life, to be honest. And so it was, on one hand, it was really nice because I didn't feel completely lonely, but on the other hand, it was a little bit hard because I felt like what I was going through was so intense and to the point of being somewhat debilitating in my ability to function according to the rules of society. It's like I had no choice but to question the paradigms that dictate our conventions and our beliefs in society, and it meant that I had a really hard time working. I had a hard time fitting in. I had a hard time talking to people. So it was really alienating. And although it has become much more mainstream now, which is incredible and so exciting, I still am sometimes reminded that this is a really new concept for a lot of people, and I'm still going through my spiritual awakening. I honestly believe it's a journey. I really don't believe that it's something that just happens and it's over. There can be events that happen and then they're over, but the whole thing is a beautiful process of unfolding and essentially waking up to the realization that there's so much more going on than what our 5 primary senses allow us to perceive. Yeah. And furthermore, there's so much more going on, but on top of that, how and where we fit into it, that we are also so much bigger than we realize ourselves to be, so much more powerful, so much more magical. We all are walking around thinking that we're these muggles and that, we watch movies and read books and such about, fantastic things and magical things happening, like Game of Thrones and The Dark Crystal, Stranger Things, Harry Potter, on and on and on. The OA, I love the OA. We watch these things and we resonate with them so deeply because somewhere inherently we know that we are magic AF, like seriously, that we are not muggles, and in fact there are no muggles. And it's just a matter of waking up to that. For some people, the waking up process starts basically like as far back as they can remember. It's like they never really forgot, and they have to navigate this world from a place of being able to see so much more of the universe than everyone else around them appears to be able to see. And those stories are really exciting and interesting and traumatizing for the people who live them out. And then for other people, the awakening happens later on in life. I'm one of those people for whom the awakening happened later. For some people, the awakening is really painful and jarring. And for others, it's a little bit more gradual and subtle. This podcast is a place that celebrates the way that it looks for every unique person. I really hope that in listening to this, you can see parts of yourself, you can see parts of your story, and you can feel validated in what you're going through. Above all, I hope that you feel validated that you are super, super magical and super powerful and huge and just like such an important being. Yeah, that's what I really hope. My plan is to have conversations with other people about their process of awakening, what it means to them, where they are on their journey, etc., what it looks like, how it's felt, what they've been able to do to sort of help support and nurture themselves through it. And I'm also going to have solo episodes where I talk about all the like super crazy out there stuff that passes through my mind on a daily basis. This is like my ultimate outlet for truly letting it all out, and I hope that it resonates with some of you out there. Yeah, I so appreciate your time and your interest and that you are joining me on this podcast. I hope it brings something to you, and of course it would mean the whole entire world to me if you would rate it and subscribe and share to any friends who, or family members, or anybody you can think of who might benefit from hearing any of this stuff. So the first episodes, the series of episodes that I'm releasing all together, are going to be my story of spiritual awakening. And then we'll get into sharing some other people's stories too. I would also love so much to hear from you, and you can find me at thenorthstar.love on Instagram, or Amy Melissa on Facebook, or Amy at thenorthstarguidance.com to send me an email. Anyway, that's it. This is just an intro to sort of give you an idea of what the podcast is about and invite you to join me on this journey and listen along. I'm sending you all the love, all the good vibes, and thank you so much for being here on Earth. Thank you for coming, sharing your gifts and your light. I hope that you have the courage to spread your wings and soar.